Yamaha's AG03 and AG06 mixers are compact, versatile for podcasters, and even customizable. Here's my review. Hi, I'm Daniel J. Lewis from the AudacityPodcast.com. Thanks to Yamaha for loaning these mixers to me for review. If you like what you see and want to purchase either of these, please use the link below this video. Both the AG03 and the AG06 offer the same basic features. They each have decent microphone preamps that are powerful and clean enough for most dynamic microphones. You can also connect a condenser microphone to only channel 1 and turn on 48-volt phantom power. Additionally, both mixers have stereo quarter-inch inputs for line-level audio. What seems unique about these mixers is their support for 3.5mm audio devices. Both mixers accept an auxiliary stereo 3.5mm input, which you can use to play music or sound effects from a mobile device. Even more interesting is two 3.5mm jacks for an analog headset for separate input and output. This makes it easy to monitor through any pair of headphones, it doesn't have to be a headset, without needing a 3.5mm to quarter-inch adapter. But this also means you can connect any 3.5mm lavalier microphone to the headset input on the mixer. These kinds of lav mics usually require plug-in power, which most mixers don't natively provide. But these mixers from Yamaha provide that necessary power. Plugging the headset input will cut off and take the place of incoming audio from channel 1, and plugging into the headset output similarly cuts off and replaces the outgoing audio that would otherwise go to the standard headphone jack. Both mixers offer two buttons for easy audio processing on channel 1. One button for compression and equalization, and the other for SPX reverb effects. Mixers with USB input and output aren't new, but Yamaha makes the AG03 and AG06 stand out with a couple extra options in the USB interface. On either model, connecting to a Windows or OS X PC via the USB cable allows you to play audio from your PC into the mixer, even with its own input level knob. Most other USB mixers don't have that control. But Yamaha didn't stop there. Both models have a 3-stage switch. In the first position, you can send a dry and split output of channels 1 and 2 back to your PC. Thus, channel 1 would be on the left and channel 2 would be on the right. However, if you're monitoring through headphones or speakers, it would sound normal with both channels centered as you would expect it to sound. In the switch's second position, a stereo mix of all inputs except for the audio coming from the PC's USB audio is sent back to the PC. The switch's third position is what Yamaha calls Loopback. It sends all inputs, including the audio from the PC, back to the PC through the same USB, and all without ground loop interference. This makes it really easy for podcasters to live mix audio from their PC while the mixer is in the Loopback setting, and for that audio then to go back to the PC for recording or live streaming from the same PC that's making the sound in the first place. But it's not ideal for live mixing when you have a guest or a co-host and their audio is coming from the same PC's USB output, because that would then mean that you're looping back their own audio and you would be sending their voice right back to them. Both models are powered via USB when connected to a computer. They can also be connected to an iOS device via USB connection kit and then be powered by any micro USB power source, such as a battery, an AC power adapter, or anything similar. If you want to use the mixer as your PC's audio input device, there's a handy mute button that will silence the input audio from channels 1 and 2 while continuing to let your PC sound through. In addition to the USB output, both the AG03 and the AG06 offer a stereo quarter-inch headphone output plus left and right monitor outputs. There are also left and right main RCA outputs on the AG03 or main quarter-inch outputs on the AG06. Speaking of differences, the AG03 is a 3-channel mixer, excluding the stereo auxiliary input. But the AG06 is a 6-channel mixer, again, excluding the stereo auxiliary input. The AG06 has an additional quarter-inch XLR combo input for a microphone or a guitar, and a stereo RCA input. That additional combo input has a built-in guitar amp simulator and its own compression, EQ, and reverb options. Also, the AG03 has a level slider, whereas the AG06 has a knob. Other than that, the features are the same on both mixers. Being a digital mixer, I was pleasantly surprised to see that the compression, equalization, reverb, and guitar amp simulator controls can all be customized through Yamaha's AG DSP controller software, available as a free download for Windows and OS X. While the mixers have single buttons to turn the audio processing on and off, the software allows much greater customization in easy or expert modes. In expert mode, you have extensive and real-time control over the compression, parametric equalization, reverb, and guitar amp simulation. You can even customize the 2 XLR channels differently on the AG06. When you get the settings the way you like, you can then save them to any of the 10 presets for easy loading later. The 3-channel AG03 retails for $149.99, while the 6-channel AG06 retails for $199.99. So, what do I like about these mixers? I like the compact design that doesn't seem to sacrifice audio quality. I like that I can customize the compression and equalization for each XLR input. I like the dry input mix and loopback options for the USB output available through that little switch. And I like that it's powered via a computer's USB or any micro USB power source. And I really like that I can easily connect 3.5mm audio devices, even a plug-in power lav mic. But here are the things I don't like about these mixers. First, I don't like the prices. While they may seem reasonable by themselves, it's very easy to get a lot more features in a mixer at the same or even lower cost. But maybe most of the cost for these Yamaha mixers is in the USB loopback and USB power options, which do seem to be what set these mixers apart from others. I don't like the lack of individual muting options for each channel. This is especially annoying because leaving the gain up on the AG06's second XLR input will result in more hiss in your audio. You have to turn it down before you record, even if there's no microphone connected to that second input. The only way to mute it is to turn down that gain or level on the channels that you're not using or that you want muted. I don't like that the USB loopback option lacks the flexibility most podcasters would need. You could switch back and forth from input mix to loopback when you need to play a sound for your remote participant here, but they would not be able to talk over this at all. And it's something extra to think about when you're recording. This isn't the ultimate solution for all live mixing, live streaming podcasters, and I don't think Yamaha was trying to do that anyway. The alternative would be to connect your PC output to the mixer via an analog connection, and then your guest or co-host can hear the second sound source without hearing themselves back. Is this the mixer for you? I might recommend the Yamaha AG03 or AG06 for solo podcasters who live mix their audio while recording, or they live stream to the internet. I might also recommend either of these mixers for podcasters who don't want to mess with Mix Minus and all of its complications, but still need a solution for remote guests or co-hosts. These mixers might also be good for mobile podcasters because of their battery support and being powered from a USB source. But I can't recommend these mixers for podcasters who want to live stream and have a remote guest or co-host. That's where a larger mixer with more mixing options would be a better choice. Please comment below with your thoughts and questions on these mixers and use the link below if you would like to purchase one of these for yourself. Again, thank you to Yamaha for loaning these mixers to me for review. I'm Daniel J. Lewis from the AudacityToPodcast.com. Thanks for watching.